Everyone always wants to be at their best, but being at your best will change from moment to moment. On the days that we feel weak and ill-prepared, we have to dig deep, stay motivated, and keep grinding. Today's gonna be one of those days.
Today, we'll hike from the trailhead just outside of San Gerado, past base camp to the summit of Cerro Chirripo, the tallest mountain in Costa Rica.
So today we have a big hike ahead of us. We're doing Cerro Chirripo in Costa Rica. It's the highest peak in the country. From the top, you can see both the east coast and the west coast of the country. We got up at 5 a.m. and we are ready to hike.
It was really rainy yesterday. It said rain all day today. It's not raining yet. And we're gonna hope that continues. There's blue skies above us, but it's a long hike.
In total, it's a 40-kilometer round-trip hike. 20 kilometers up to the summit, 20 kilometers all the way back down. With, I believe the elevation is 3,800 meters, so we have a lot of climbing ahead of us today.
It's 40 kilometers round trip if you do it correctly. It's a little longer if you
Get lost.
don't do it correctly.
The amount of rain in the last few days has made this trail super muddy. And it's just a slippery, greasy, gross mud. When you gotta go, you gotta go. And he's been having some stomach troubles this trip, so I think it was an emergency.
My stomach is not doing great. I had to take a few personal breaks, and energy was at an all-time low.
Just looking at him, I can tell he's feeling rough. He's struggling a little more than usual today.
At this point, I'm feeling like crap.
I'm questioning if you're gonna make it. We're not even at base camp. At that point, that's when the elevation really starts to come into play.
So we're about 5K from base camp. So lots of people will do this hike in 2 days. The first day they hike up to base camp, sleep there, and then the next morning go all the way to the summit and then come down. Of course, in true epictripadventures style, we're doing the whole thing in 1 day because we're
Stupid. I think we're stupid.
stupid, could be the word. Ambitious, like a challenge, I don't know.
These are the sandwiches we've been waiting all day for.
So we're now at base camp, stopping for a little lunch break. Big sandwiches, electrolytes, getting the Powerade in us.
I can see some life in Andy's eyes. The sandwich is bringing him newfound energy. There's hope.
Ah, that was the best break in the world. How was your sandwich, Matt?
Unreal. So good.
Little did we know at this point we were going the wrong way. Go that way, go that way.
Turns out my GI system isn't back on track like we thought.
After base camp, I really thought I had my second wind. And I hiked pretty hard for the first little bit, and then it kind of hit me.
Going to church, some light when you're down in the dark. Religion is something to try when you're falling apart.
Anderson is majorly slowing down. I mean, I'm literally picking him up off the ground, pushing him forward, and then he'll walk for a few minutes before sitting down for another break.
Lie to yourself at times, now you're falling apart. Soon giving in is time, 'cause we're falling apart.
Come on. Oh, gracias.
And he's being an absolute trooper. He's dragging his butt up there, slowly. We get up there, I look at the sign, and I realize we are not at the summit of Cerro Chirripo.
Huh? No, I'm pretty sure this is the summit. There is no higher peak that I can see.
We had gone the wrong way from base camp. We're at a peak that is actually 60 meters lower than Cerro Chirripo.
And this made me upset. I was not feeling great all day, and I was satisfied with this 60 meters lower than Cerro Chirripo. We can just tell our friends that we made it to the top of Cerro Chirripo, but we didn't. Matson's an honest guy. He wanted to tell the true story. He wanted to get there. We had to go down this peak that we were on, across a valley, and then up Cerro Chirripo Peak, which was probably another 500 meters elevation. It was a lot of work, a lot more time, a lot farther, a lot more energy, just a whole lot of stuff we didn't have in us.
We hike down, we hike across the valley, we hike back up the other peak, and clouds have completely blown in. There is no view, but we can see the sign, Cerro Chirripo, right there, highest peak in Costa Rica. We made it.
Well, we're at the top of Cerro Chirripo, and it was really, really, really hard. 3,820 meters above sea level. It's a lot.
So we just came down from the peak. A little bit of Cerro Chirripo in review. It's fucking hard. Really hard and long. But pretty cool. Get to see some pretty cool views if you're lucky in the clouds part. Anyways, that was the hike. Peace out. Till next week. Tune in to ETA next time for another epic trip adventure. Made it out here to northern Sask. We're in Mississippi. We're doing an epic canoe trip. 3 canoes, 6 dudes. We'll try to come back with the same amount